What is up YouTube, KM888 here, back again with a DDD video. For now, I've done my deck profile on my channel with a small short as well, just for those who want to have it a little bit quicker. And now I'm going to do one card combo. If you want to look at all the DDD combos available, I do suggest maybe a different channel, because there are a couple of people on YouTube that have a serious DDD channel just on their own, with everything that you want, and I am not going to steal any of their content. I just want to show you guys one card combo, just so you know on which premise this deck has been built, because that's like probably the most important thing. So I'm just going to open with Kepler, and you're gonna see what it gives. So first things first, normal summon the Kepler using the effect, and you're going to search for Dark Contract with the Gate. Using the Gate, you're going to get your Machinex. Machinex effect, you put it in the scale. Using its effect, you're going to activate Dark Contract with the Zero King. Now, Zero King effect is going to destroy the Machinex, and you're going to summon Copernicus. Copernicus on its own is going to dump Land Soldier to the graveyard. And this is the bread and butter of the starting of the combo. You can, whether you open with Machinex, or you open with Gate, or you open, like if you open either of these three, or the cards that search the Kepler or the Queen Machinex, it all stays the same. You're always gonna try and get to this board. Then, Land Soldier effect, you're going to pop the Gate, because you still have Gates in your deck. It's the more valuable one to banish. You're going to summon this. Lance's effect, you can target a DD monster, and you can up its level by the number of Dark Constructs on the field and graveyard, so you can up it by 2. So it's a 4 now. You're going to overlay the Land Soldier with the Copernicus, and you're going to summon... Other side is my extra deck, Kenneth. So you're going to summon Solomon. Do remember, this is only summon 4, you can't get nipped right now. Solomon effect, you're going to detach, and you're going to search for a DD Griffin. Right here, as your 5th summon, you're going to use Marksman King Tell. Marksman King Tell is basically your way so they cannot actually Nibiru you, because you're just going to end kind of on the same board. Maybe you're going to lose 1 interrupt, but like that doesn't matter if you have to play through a nib, I guess. But yeah, that's summon 5. Now you're going to link these off to the extra deck and to the grave, and you're going to summon the Abyss King Gilgamesh. Chainlink 1, you're going to use your Marksman King Tell to dump. Chainlink 2, you're going to use Gilgamesh to place your scales. You don't care that Gilgamesh is Chainlink 2, because things like Effect Veiler and Imperm can still chain wherever the Gilgamesh would be in the chain, but you do care if they would Ash the King Tell. So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, you're going to scale up a new Doom Queen Machinex and the King Abyss Ragnarok, and then you're going to dump Necro Slime. Now, I'll put the rest of the deck right here. It doesn't matter anymore. This is everything of the deck we're actually going to need for our combo. So you take 1000 damage because of the Gilgamesh right here. Doesn't even matter. Use the Griffin, special summon it because you control a DD monster, and you're going to link into your Zeus. Now, the moment you have Zeus on the field, you are now safe for a single Nibiru or a single other monster hand trap, because the Zeus can negate it by just banishing any DD with a Dark Contract in your graveyard, which you already have from the beginning. Now we're going to Pendulum Summon, and you're going to summon the DD Griffin alongside the DD Kepler, because your Machinex is a scale 0. This is possible now. Because you've summoned DD monsters, you're going to use your Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok, and we are going to summon the DD Land Soldier. So summon the Land Soldier, and you take another 1000 damage. Doesn't matter. Now you're going to use King Zeus Ragnarok's effect. You're going to pop the Kepler. Popping the Kepler now means that we are getting a secondary Pendulum Summon this turn. Amazing. Use the Griffin and the Lance, and we're going to summon our Clovis. Clovis effect, you're going to summon back the Land Soldier. And then you're going to synchro these away into the DDD Curse King Siegfried. And this is your second end board piece, of course, because we already have the Zeus King to negate a hand trap, or like, and now we already have a spell trap negate, which is amazing. Right now, we can actually use our Necro Slime effect, and we're going to banish it alongside the Marksman King Tell. Now, the reason I didn't do this on before all of this, if the opponent has Nibiru plus Imperm, and you use the fusion first, they can still, before you make everything, they can go, okay, Nibiru, use Zeus, and they chain Imperm on the Zeus. And then everything's gone. Now, because you have the Secret, you can negate the Imperm. So you're not as weak against Nib Imperm already. You're still weak against Nib Veiler. Like, I'm gonna say it how it is, but this is more optimal to play around those hand traps. So, because we are going to fuse our Genghis. And then we are going to use our secondary Pendulum Summon. And we're going to summon Griffin, and we're going to summon the Kepler once again. Now, do keep in mind, the Griffin has an effect when it's Pendulum Summoned. You can discard a DD or a Dark Contract, draw a card. This is basically the way how you get things like the Necro Slime, or your Land Soldier, or your Defense Soldier when you get them in the graveyard. Or if you have multiples of things like Dark Contract with the Gate, stuff like that. Those are dead cards in your hand at that point, and a DD Griffin can convert them into a draw. Really important, something you need to know, something you probably already know. Because we summon DD monsters, we're going to use our Genghis effect, and we're going to summon the Clovis now. Okay, really amazing. Overlay Genghis and Clovis. And we're going to summon our Wave High King Caesar. Now from now on, we are actually safe from Nib Veiler Imperm. So it's just how crazy you want to make it, I guess. But if they nip, you chain Caesar. If they chain Imperm, you can chain Siegfried. Then they chain Veiler, you just chain Zeus Ragnarok. Like, doesn't matter. We still have 2 monsters on the field, so we are going to link them away. And we are going to make our secondary Gilgamesh. Now, does this Gilgamesh matter? No, we are just going to use it immediately for a additional summon. So now we have the Machinex on board as well. Now, the Machinex, it's only going to, in this scenario, it's only going to be, you can destroy this, take their monster, and then you can detach 2, take their monster. It's only 2 takeaways, but it's 2 interruptions on top of 2, 3, 4, and then of course the Machinex that's still in the Pendulum Zone, so that's 5. So that's 7 interruptions in total. On top of that, if you summon back the Machinex, the Ragnarok can trigger, and you can summon back any of these 4 as well. So you could summon back the Copernicus, dump something else, just to have more follow-up. So yeah, 7 interruptions out of 1 card just seems fine for me. The way to get into Witch King, stuff like that, is if you have other cards in your hand, you just see what you can do with them. So yeah. But yeah, this is the end board. If you want to know how to trigger the Queen Machinex, by the way, if it's in the extra monster zone, for the Deus King, the Visor King Deus Machinex, you have to destroy a Dark Contract on the field, and then you attach a monster from your opponent. So you can attach. But because a card is destroyed on your field, you can go Doom Queen Machinex effect, special summon it from the extra deck, of course in a link marker, and then you destroy something else on the field. So if you time it well, and they have 2 cards, you can actually take one and pop the other. And that's how you have the additional pop. This is also a non-targeting pop, which is very relevant in certain scenarios. And on top of that, you go Chainlink 1 to this... is it on summon? Let's see. No, it's just, it triggers in the extra monster zone and then destroys. So it can't even be stopped by things like Forbidden Droplet. But because afterwards, when you summon, you can still use Ragnarok, and then you can go, okay, I'm actually going to summon my Gilgamesh, because the Gilgamesh, if it's destroyed, I get another monster. So yeah. It keeps on going, which is amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this combo video. It's only one one combo, but it's all that I wanted to do for you guys at this point. Unless there are, of course, questions. So let's see. Hope you guys liked it. See you in the next one. Ciao.